my god! Don't look behind you, keep running! You get the fuck out of there!
I told you I was immortal.
You're immortal in my brain, right? Please tell me you're not like here physically.
I came back to stop you.
Oh!
You trusted me, and I failed you.
Hi everybody, it's your girl Tofu. Today, we are reacting. We are commentating The Dark Knight Rises. I don't know about you, but I've been waiting to see this movie. I've been waiting to react to this movie for a very long amount of time now. Does December, late November ring a bell for any of you? That's when we looked at The Dark Knight. So I am so beyond pumped to finally take a look at The Dark Knight Rises today. I'm so glad we're finally here. We're finally sitting down. We are dressed. We are ready to go. Except for one thing before we get into today's episode video reaction. I just want to give a huge shout out and a huge thank you to the sponsor of today's video, NordVPN. I'm really pleased to be working with NordVPN again. I've had nothing but positive experiences with the service. I usually use it for gaining access to Japan's Netflix. I've always had pretty good internet, and I make sure I pay for pretty good internet, but I don't know if it's my area or something, but sometimes when I'm just trying to stream something on YouTube or Netflix or Hulu, etc., the videos buffer like crazy, and it just drives me nuts sometimes. But like, since using NordVPN, I noticed that the buffering has definitely decreased, and I appreciate that so much because it's just so frustrating to live in a rural area, and I feel like nothing ever works during just random times of the day. Like, I never know when it's gonna strike those slow speeds, so to have something that kind of helps alleviate that situation, I definitely appreciate it, you know? Anywho, I like using NordVPN. I would definitely recommend it. I would definitely recommend checking it out. I'll put the link in the description below. You can go to nordvpn.com/queentofu and use code queentofu for 70% off of a 3-year plan, plus you get an extra month for free. Just saying. Again, a huge thank you to NordVPN for sponsoring today's video so that I can buy yummy snacks for both myself and my cats, whom I love very, very much. All right, guys, let's get into today's video. Why does the music like low-key already fill me with dread? Like, I feel filled with dread. Okay, I feel on edge already. Is that Littlefinger, or am I stupid?
I'm CIA.
He has so much hair! He looks cute here. What a great shot right there.
My aircraft! Who wants to try next?
You know, it's kind of funny because he doesn't seem like that threatening. The way he's dressed and his hair and everything kind of looks like someone who's gonna work in an office and like code things. Much respect to all the coders out there, I love you. But then he's like, you know, pointing a gun at them and threatening to throw them overboard. I don't know, I think it's kind of funny. Sorry, so sorry.
Who are you?
It doesn't matter who we are.
Darth Vader sounds different here.
You're a big guy.
For you.
I'm scared.
Dr. Pavel refused our offer in favor of yours.
What did Dr. Pavel get himself into? Doesn't look very good.
What's the next step of your plan?
To kill you.
Crashing this plane.
Great music right here.
With no survivors.
Oh, my, is that unfortunate. Ow. You know what, this has me so hyped. Look at that, look how cool that looks. You know what, knowing Nolan, do you think that was like a practical thing there? I don't know, maybe that isn't CG. Maybe that was like practical, the plane on top of a plane. What did he do there? I'm curious. Maybe Nolan used miniatures for this? I'm trying to figure out how he did it. I don't think he used CG. Upper body strength. He's got some heaviness to him. The way he landed, wow. What is happening? Why are y'all doing like a blood transfusion in the middle of the sky in an upright plane? You know, I'm getting uncomfortable. Oh, I'm getting real uncomfortable.
Calm down, now's not the time for fear.
Oh. And you know what? This guy, this villain guy with the mask, he has to be very strong. Like the velocity at which that plane is probably going, that he is holding on to the doctor guy and holding the rope and moving. Like, he has to be so fucking strong in order to do that. Like, my hands would have slipped through that rope and I would just be splat on the ground so quick. Respect to this villain guy. What a way to open a movie, huh?
At the time of his death, 8 years ago.
Wait, 8 years? 8 years? 8? It's been 8 years? Okay, all right.
Commissioner Gordon.
Now, homeboy better stay alive in this movie. If there is a moment in which I think Gordon may die, I'm out. I will exit out of this window and I will be done. There better be no threat to his safety or his life in this film.
Maybe all I should say about Harvey Dent is this. It has not been for nothing.
Is that Bruce? Is that Bruce right there?
Mr. Till, why are your people...
Alfred. If anyone threatens Alfred's safety or health or life in this film, I'm a dip out then too.
So why waste my time?
She was in Inception, wasn't she? Yeah, I like her accent.
He goes by his gut. Must be popular with his wife.
She took the kids and left for Cleveland.
What?
The mayor's gonna dump him in the spring.
What? Why? Wait, why did she take the kids? No, what happened there? There was Rachel. I've made my peace with the Rachel in the last movie. Wait, why does he have a cane? Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
I'm so terribly sorry, Mr. Wayne.
She has such a quiet voice.
Is that what they say about me?
I ship it. I ship it somehow.
That's a beautiful necklace. Reminds me of one that belonged to my mother. Her pearls and the safe is uncrackable.
And she got it?
Oops. Nobody told me it was uncrackable.
The personality change.
You wouldn't beat up a woman more than I would beat up a cripple.
Oh.
Sometimes exceptions have to be made.
I take it back. I don't ship it at all. I don't ship it at all, but I mean a little bit. So what happened to Bruce? Why does he use a cane? I thought it would be part of an act, but she just tripped him. Bro, I literally cannot. Did you see like her face just shift like so sharply? And then she was like, oops, like.
We've been robbed.
And this is your idea of sounding the alarm, is it?
Perhaps you should stop letting them in this side of the house.
Perhaps you should start learning to make your own bed.
Oh, I've missed this.
Apparently the congressman never made it home.
He was in Inception 2 and 500 Days of Summer. Oh my god, he's so cute. I love him. I love Joseph. There's the green juice. Oh, and there's the titty bed. I remember the nipple titty bed. I remember it. Everything is exactly how I remembered it to be. Except that Bruce is like kind of injured. Still got our secret passageway. Look how unamused Alfred looks right there.
Trying to find out more about our jewel thief.
Fascinating. You two should exchange notes over coffee.
Set me up with a jewel thief.
Set you up with a chimpanzee if it brought you back to the world.
It makes me laugh and it breaks my heart.
There's nothing out there for me.
To find someone.
Alfred, I did find someone.
And you lost them. But that's all part of living. But you're not living. Every year, I took a holiday. I had this fantasy that I would look across the tables and I'd see you there with a wife, maybe a couple of kids. You wouldn't say anything to me, nor me to you.
Why am I tearing up already?
But we both know that you'd made it, that you were happy.
It's been like 20 minutes! I don't want to be tearing up 20 minutes into a fucking movie!
There was nothing here for you except pain and tragedy. And I wanted something more for you than that. I still do.
Alfred over here just breaking my heart. Oh, is that a dead body? Ooh.
What kind of work you gonna find in the sewers?
Drugs. I sell hardcore drugs. Oh, is this Selena?
You brought a date?
I like having someone around to open doors for me.
An icon. Oh. Oh, she can just turn it on, can't she? Literally Amy Dunn. You know what? Actually, her fighting style reminds me of like a grittier, less stylized kind of version of like the fighting that we see kind of Black Widow doing in the Marvel films. Like the little role that she did, it's less fast-paced, it's a little less beautiful, I guess, to watch, but it just seems a little more rooted in reality, but still somehow just as badass, you know? And it's actually kind of cool to see Anne Hathaway in a role like this, because I've always seen her, I guess, in like comedies or romantic comedies or, you know, things that are a little bit lighter. Actually, I haven't seen Les Mis, and that's a little grittier, but it's interesting to see her in this kind of like seductress kind of role, you know?
I got the congressman.
Okay, here's a thought. We never really got to see Gordon as like a super young person, but like if I were to imagine a young Gordon, I would think it would be like Blake. I feel like that's what Gordon would have been when he was a younger cop, you know? You feel?
You go down! Cover the next.
Look at him, he's like in a suit and he's like so ready to just jump into a sewer and help out in any way he can. Like he doesn't feel the need to kind of like phase out of like kind of the tougher part of his job. Like he's still jumping right into it. And I love that about Gordon. You know, I'm actually, sorry to keep talking, but I'm wondering if Gordon is especially still throwing himself into his work because his wife and kids aren't with him anymore. Because his work is the only thing he has left, so maybe that makes him more inclined to do stuff like this, kind of dangerous stuff that he probably shouldn't be doing at his age because he may feel like he has nothing else left. I don't know why I'm talking about this. I have no business analyzing him when he's been mentioned like once and he's been in like 2 scenes. I need to shut up. I'm sorry. Do not harm a single hair on his head. I feel like you harmed a hair on his head, which directly goes against what I told you not to do.
Why are you here?
Answer him.
I was asking you.
Big.
We didn't know what to do.
He's built.
He's alone.
Someone did not skip chess day.
I need to see Bruce Wayne.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wayne doesn't take unscheduled calls.
And if I go get a warrant for the investigation of Harvey Dent's murder, it'll count as unscheduled.
Alfred's face. He's like, you little bitch.
Not a lot of people know what it feels like, do they? Be angry in your bones.
Bruce can relate to that.
You gotta learn to hide the anger. Practice smiling in the mirror. It's like putting on a mask. Right when I saw you, I knew who you really were. I'd seen that look on your face before. It's the same one I taught myself.
I'm not sure how much of that scene I'm gonna keep in editing, but so far, I think it's really interesting how in just a few minutes, it's been about 30 minutes, or about 30 minutes in the movie, how this movie seems to be handling grief. So I'm wondering if the entire movie is kind of not going to be so much about redemption, I guess, but more so in showing us different ways that humans deal with grief, cope with grief, or how we can maybe eventually, hopefully move on from grief. I think that's what I'm kind of hoping to see in Bruce.
I have seen worse cartilage in knees.
It's good.
No, that's because there is no cartilage. I cannot recommend that you go hella skiing.
Right.
So were all of these injuries just a result of, you know, Bruce aging and it's just a consequence of his time as Batman when he was younger? Think about all the times maybe Batman was landing, maybe the impact on his joints. Maybe that's what happened? Or was there a specific accident? Because I'm getting the impression that it's just he's aging and all the hits that he used to be able to take are just kind of catching up with him. That's the impression I'm getting. Wait, bro, didn't he just say you can't... What is he?
Batman has to come back.
What if he doesn't exist anymore?
So who's going to build us, you know, us being the Batman, who's going to build us like a new body then? Because our body appears to be deteriorating and I don't think we can take any more landings, impact, punches, hits, anything. The doctor just said that, you know, Bruce is like basically an old man. How is the Batman supposed to make a comeback when the Batman is stuck in Bruce Wayne's body? I think it's so touching that he went to visit Gordon. I know it was more for like information, but like it's touching that he visited Gordon and that he was like holding his hand.
Bruce Wayne at a charity ball.
It's not about charity. It's about feeding the ego.
Actually, this is my party, Mr. Wayne.
Oh, it's very generous of you. Oh.
You were supposed to be a shut-in.
Felt like some fresh air.
The chemistry. The chemistry.
Who are you pretending to be?
Bruce Wayne, eccentric billionaire. Those pearls do look better on you than they did in my safe, but I still can't let you keep them.
I loved it so much.
Your wife said you were taking a cab home.
My wife?
Nah, Selena. Hi, Alfred.
Just you, sir? Don't worry, Master Wayne. Takes a little time to get back in the swing of things.
What brings you out of cryo sleep?
You haven't lost your sense of humor, even if you had lost most of my money.
Defense Department project.
It does kind of hurt me to see Bruce like this, though. I mean, he looks hunched over and he looks small. He always seemed to be like such a kind of large presence, or not large presence, but like a tall presence, charismatic. And I know he's smiling right now, which is nice to see, but it kind of hurts to see him lose so much of that during all these years since the last film, you know?
So you called. I just took the calling at the bat. And yes, Mr. Wayne, it does come in black.
Oh, yay.
Is it really painful?
You're very welcome to try it, Alfred.
Happy watching, thank you, sir.
Bane,
He was trained by Ra's al Ghul, your mentor.
Ah, shit.
He was excommunicated, and any man who is too extreme for Ra's al Ghul
is a man we don't want to fuck with.
And the city needs me.
It doesn't need your body or your life.
Hear me out. Wouldn't it be kind of great if Bruce didn't destroy himself, his life, and his body to become Batman? Wouldn't it be great if he trained someone else to be the image of Batman? He could train Blake, I mean. I sense a murder is about to happen. I sense people are going to die. Come on. Ooh, ow. He seems to just be knocking people out so far and not killing them. Unless I missed a little itty bitty murder in there somewhere. Oh, I was getting kind of hopeful. I'm like, oh, maybe some people will be spared. I mean, that was one of his guys. That wasn't actually Bane, but
Hello, how are you today?
That's my impression of a respirator.
Really? And why are you people here?
Bane's voice is really cool, though. Deep and smooth, but somehow metallic. That makes sense, clearly.
How much longer does the program need?
8 minutes.
Time to go mobile.
Such a cool voice.
Thank you.
I don't know why. I think that's kind of funny. The politeness that he has.
Got something.
So they have human shields? Oh, never mind.
Now back off.
Sorry. It's kind of funny, the screaming and the way it cut off. And the editor is just really doing the most.
Boy, you are in for a show tonight, son.
Oh! Music, the music! Oh! Guys, oh my god.
I'm gonna take down the Batman.
Bitch, no you're not. No, no you're not. You know, say what you will about Anne Hathaway, but doesn't she just have the most fabulous hair? Look how glossy it is. Look how healthy looking it is. It's shiny. A girl must be eating her omega-3s. You know, that's all I can say. Oh, we're so cool. We're so cool. Ah, shit. Ah, shit.
Then he's as dumb as he dresses.
Blake's face right there, he was just like... Oh, the way it turned! Oh! Why do I love that so much? It just looks so fucking cool! Flip, 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 flip. Blake's face still. Close your mouth, Blake. You're not a codfish.
Can we get some girls in here?
Careful what you wish for.
Her heels.
Those heels make it tough to walk.
I don't know. Do they?
Hold it right there.
Oh. Is he okay? She kind of landed on him.
I'm not bluffing.
They know. They just don't care.
His poor knees.
No guns, no killing.
Where's the fun in that?
The best duo.
My mother warned me about getting into cars with strange men.
This isn't a car.
So when's the wedding? When can I expect my invite to the wedding, huh? The music, it gets me so hyped. Oh, it's so fucking good. Have you ever seen a couple that looks better suited than they do together? Their outfits match. They are just so perfect for each other. I knew I took back my ship, you know, however so long ago, but my ship is back on. I officially ship them once again together.
Miss Kyle.
Oh, she's gone.
So that's what that feels like.
Alfred forever waiting up on us so that we get home safely and he can tuck us into bed at night.
Get this to Fox.
I'll get this to Mr. Fox, but no more.
What do you mean no more?
But I won't bury you. I've buried enough members of the Wayne family.
You leave me?
To make you understand.
Alfred, Rachel died knowing that we had decided to be together. I can't just move on. She didn't. She couldn't.
What if she had? What if before she died, she wrote a letter saying she chose Harvey over you?
Oh.
And what if, to spare you pain,
you burned it?
I burnt that letter.
How dare you use Rachel to try to stop me?
No, he's not. He's He's not using Rachel.
I am using the truth, Master Wayne.
You expect to destroy my world and then think that we're gonna shake hands.
It means losing someone I have cared for since I first heard his cries, but it might also mean saving your life, and that is more important.
Goodbye, Alfred.
No. Now we're gonna have to make our own green juice in the morning. On a more serious note, I'm really bummed about that entire encounter. I hope that gets resolved. I hope that by the end of this film, Alfred and Bruce have peace. Okay, hear me out, actually. Hear me out. You know how Alfred kind of described this moment where he went on holiday and he saw Bruce and a wife and his kids. And they don't need to acknowledge each other, but it's just kind of enough for Alfred to see it happen. I would love for this movie to kind of end in that way. I think that would be beautiful. I kind of hope to see that. And that might be a little too mushy for Nolan to kind of do something like that. I get the feeling he's not a very like mushy person. I'm still gonna hold out hope for something like that. And then there would just be like this little moment where Bruce and Alfred make eye contact and then it's just like all okay. As of right now though, I'm feeling rather bummed.
Alfred?
God, Alfred's the closest thing we have left to a parent.
Bear with me, Miss Tate.
Do y'all ever think about what it's like to be one of God's favorite ones? Like one of God's just chosen people? Because sometimes I wonder what it's like to be, you know, one of Christopher Nolan's chosen. Because if Christopher Nolan likes you, you're gonna have like an automatic pick of whatever movie he's doing. Or you're gonna get the offering of a role. You know, do y'all ever think about that? Because I do throughout this entire film.
Clearly, you don't know much of anything. Where's Bane?
Speak of the devil, and he shall appear.
What the hell is going on?
I really wouldn't talk to Bane with that attitude, you know. I like that. That's a really aggressive attitude to have with this guy. I really wouldn't do that if I were you, sir.
Leave us.
No, stay here. I'm in charge.
Do you feel in charge? Your money and infrastructure have
It's like stroking his cheek.
Till now.
Crack his neck. Oh. Well, I didn't like him that much anyway, so we're cool.
You're a detective now, so you're not allowed to believe in coincidence anymore.
You know what? There is one positive, there's one benefit to Gordon being in a hospital bed. I think he's like pretty safe there. He is safer in the hospital bed with, you know, his IV and his oxygen than he would be out and about doing dangerous ass shit. I don't know what I said. Dangerous ass shit. Yeah.
Who's this?
That's the person you're gonna be replacing. Sorry. So when is their wedding? Oh, he kissed her back. The way he touches her. I'm sorry, I'm not focusing on the right thing. They seem like a great match. I feel like they really kind of fit together. And obviously not just in bed when they're spooning. Other things besides that. Cool shot.
Don't be shy.
Put some more. Don't be shy, put some more. Don't be shy, put some more. I love the way she walks. The way she just kind of like hopped off when she was sitting right there. So light, so cat-like.
He's behind you.
I love that. Little tag team in it. You know, I like Tate, but these guys make such a great duo. Wait, I take it back. I take it back. I take it all back.
You made a serious mistake.
Not as serious as yours.
Oh no.
Let's not stand on ceremony, Mr. Wayne. Pieces cost you your strength.
Oh, this is not going well. This hurts to watch.
You were excommunicated by a gang of psychopaths.
Sorry. You know, sometimes the Batman voice sounds a little bit like our president. You know what though, like all jokes aside, this is like difficult to watch. Like it hurts to see him get his ass beat like this, you know?
The shadows betray you because they belong to me. What would break first? Your spirit or your body?
Excuse me, miss. I'm gonna need to see your ticket.
Do you mind?
Glad for a little laugh.
You're locking her up in here?
You wanna hold my hand?
She's gonna be fine.
She is my only joy right now in this movie.
He will try the climb.
I will never made it.
A child born in this hell.
A young Bane.
An old legend.
That child looked like a girl though. The girl from the kissing booth and the girl from the Hulu series about the young woman who ended up killing her mother because her mother was abusing her. You know that girl? That's what that small boy, that small Bane looked like. I don't feel good about this. Oh no. Oh no, bombs bursting in air. Oh. Oh no.
Let the games begin.
President Snow. Well, I mean, it's about time that guy died anyway. Oh my god. Don't look behind you. Keep running. You get the fuck out of there. What an entrance, though. Doesn't Gordon need, you know, electricity to fuel his life right now? He's not like on a respirator though, like he can breathe without it. I think he'd be fine for a few hours without electricity. You know what? I think he'll be fine. I don't know why I'm stressing. I don't know. I have no reason to be stressing. You know what? Actually, I take it back. I am stressing a little bit because the problem isn't about his life without the machines. The problem is there's men with guns after him. Yeah, I see the issue now.
Play the corners, rookie. Get my coat.
I'm so glad he's okay. So glad he's okay.
The powerful will be cast out into the world that we know.
In an odd way, when you're not, you know, one of the wealthy few, Bane's words do not necessarily scare you as much as they probably should. I'll leave it at that.
Bane was the child you spoke of.
The legend is that there was a mercenary. He fell in love with the warlord's daughter. This is Bane's prison now. He wouldn't want this story told.
No, continue the story.
There's a vertebra protruding from your back.
We must put it back.
It has to be put back.
Oh no! Oh. At least we're making progress. We're not just on the floor laying there now. At least we're getting somewhere. That's nice. What? What? Are we hallucinating?
I told you I was immortal.
You're immortal in my brain, right? Please tell me you're not like here physically.
Oh, there are many forms of immortality. Once I had a wife, she was taken from me.
You were the mercenary.
No. Oh.
It's your child. You're here.
To ensure the League of Shadows restore balance to civilization. Now you understand. Gotham is beyond saving and must be allowed to die.
Do it. Bruce is gonna be the second person to climb out of the pit. I mean, eventually. Obviously not right now. He's struggling a little bit. That's okay. We'll get it next time.
I told you it could not be done.
No, it can't be done today.
You told me a child did it.
Yeah, that's a girl. Bane is a girl. I'm really hoping that Morgan Freeman just has, like, you know, a spare little suit in his pocket, a little bat suit that he can give to Blake, you know? I don't think he's gonna make it this round either. I think he's gonna fall again because his mindset isn't in the right place, you know? Oh.
Why do we fall?
So we can get back up.
You do not fear death. Makes you weak. Make the climb as the child is, without the rope.
Oh no, thank you.
Fear will find you again.
Oh, I really don't want to. Thanks for the offer though, much appreciated.
What does that mean?
Rise.
The Dark Knight Rises. This is gonna be the one. He's gonna make this one. Well, because the alternative is him dying, and I don't feel like that's gonna happen. So this is the one where he makes it. Oh, I'm getting chills. I'm getting chills. Bats. They're with us. They're with us. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Been no mistake, Mr. Stryver. Executive Vice President of
Oh my god, Scarecrow! That's Scarecrow!
Sold!
Oh my god. It is so funny to see Scarecrow, the one doling out punishments like that. The one doling out justice is Scarecrow. I can't. That's kind of fucking funny.
I didn't take any now.
You
boys know you can't come into my neighborhood.
It's kind of funny.
Generous for a thief.
Oh, the voice. Oh, the voice.
If you're expecting an apology,
It wouldn't suit you.
after what I did to you.
I'll admit I was a little let down, but I still think there's more to you.
I like that scene, and I think it's kind of interesting that Bruce doesn't really hold any grudges against her for kind of the situations that she's placed him in. I like that they still have their kind of like weird friendly banter, and now that they're kind of teaming up to be more official allies, I feel like we can trust her now. Nothing after that, just this one thing I feel like we can trust her.
Now what will it be? Death or exile?
If you think we're going out onto that ice, you have another thing coming.
Very well. Death by exile.
I can't.
Hey, we're going now. You're on. Hey!
Imagine living underground in the same clothes for like 3 months. Or at this point, has it been like 4 or 5 months now? Lordy, I could never. Oh, well, whatever the plan is, we need to hurry it up because my boy Gordon's about to get iced. I can't have that happen on my watch, so y'all are gonna have to hurry this up a little bit. Okay, we're making progress.
Okay, it's clear.
No!
Lock it up. Who are you?
Oh. Oh.
Light it up.
The colors. Oh, all of the colors in this shot. I love it. Visually, this is very, very nice. This makes me quite happy. Oh.
Impossible.
Sorry, I don't know why. It's just funny to me.
Missed the spot.
He's back, y'all. That is him. That's our boy. Look at that waist. Look at that cinched fucking waist she has right there.
Come with me.
Oh, tempting. Oh, very tempting.
You've given them everything.
Not everything. Not yet.
Not my life yet. Huh. Is this gonna end with me dying? I have a sick feeling we're headed towards that direction. Nice view. I'm so glad he did the right thing. I'm so glad he's here with his men. Granted, he's probably gonna die for it, but like, you know, he did the right thing.
Open fire.
Yes! Interference! Yes! Oh! Wait, this looks so fucking cool. I like how even in the midst of this crisis, her lipstick is still flawless, you know? A queen. Cool overhead shot. Oh. Batman coming out of the smoke right there was so cool.
Came back to die with your city.
I've changed, bitch, I've changed!
I came back to stop you.
Ooh. Okay, well, we're not off to a great start, but you know, I think it will get better. I think we'll get better. Let's hold out hope. We could be doing better. So where's the moment? There's a moment where this is gonna turn around. Where is that moment? Because this doesn't look like that moment yet. Oh, I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. Oh, the pain. Now he's gonna have to deal with all the pain. Because the mask helps with the pain, right? Oh, now he's gonna be really off his game. He's punching fucking pillars! Oh, destroying the mask is the only chance we have against this guy, right? Like, that's the only thing.
Where's the trigger? Tell me where the trigger is. I broke you. How have you come back? You think you're the only one who could learn the strength to escape? But I never escaped.
He's not the child of Ra's al Ghul. I am. I'm a citizen.
Oh, no. No. This is literally the worst thing. You were supposed to be my wife. You were supposed to be my fucking wife.
I would have been killed if not for my protector, Bane.
Goodbye.
His only crime was that he loved me. I could not forgive my father until you murdered him. I honor my father by finishing his work.
Please. Maybe I might have moved too slow.
Go back by the bus and wait for me, all right?
Oh, I hope Blake doesn't die. Please, please don't let the hot man die.
I want him to feel the heat. You failed.
I hate this woman. I hated her in Inception. I hate her in this. I can't believe I shipped you with our darling Bruce. I cannot believe I did it. I never fail to disappoint myself. No.
Shoot them all.
Hello, darkness. I have to kill you now. You'll just have to imagine the fire.
About the whole no guns thing. I'm not sure I feel as strongly about it.
Did you see her leg go like all the way like that? Like whoop. Oh, Selena coming through. Thank you, darling. You know what? I almost shed tears for Bane. I almost did. I was this close to shedding tears for him. Sorry, she just has a very nice derriere. So cool when it turns. It's so cool. Poor Gordon, just there for this entire ride without a seatbelt. I'm surprised he's not a little more concussed.
Oh dear.
The oh dear, oh my god. Why am I laughing? This is a huge issue.
I could get it out over the bay.
Could have gone anywhere, been anything, but you came back here.
So did you.
I guess we're both suckers.
Shouldn't the people know the hero?
A hero can be anyone, even a man doing something as simple as putting a coat around a young boy's shoulders to let him know the world hadn't ended.
Bruce Wayne.
Oh, that hurt right in the heart, right in the feels. It was a beautiful moment. I love that.
That's Batman!
But Bruce may not make it. I don't think Bruce is gonna make it out of this one.
It's out over the bay. It's clear of the city.
No. No. He gave everything. Please. No. No.
I'm so sorry. I failed you.
The fact that Alfred had to be here.
You trusted me, and I failed you.
Blake, John.
Nothing here.
Try my legal name.
You should use your full name. I like that name. Robin.
Robin?
Please, need to know what I could have done to fix it.
Mr. Fox, it's already been fixed.
Check the ID on the badge.
Bruce Wayne.
What? What? Oh, here's the moment. Oh, here's the moment. It's the Alfred moment. The one I wanted from the beginning. I think we're gonna have the Alfred moment. He's alive. Oh, we got the Alfred moment and he's alive and I cried for nothing. I ruined my makeup for no reason. It was so good. It was so good. I'm so mad that I'm emotional though. Give me a second. I need to like compose myself. Just rub the tears into the skin and no one will know you cried. No one will know. It will be barely detectable. Barely detectable. We are completely okay. Shit. All right, y'all. I have composed myself. I'm sorry for like sobbing towards the end. Bruce, like, he's alive and he's smiling and he looks so happy and healthy. And he's with, what's her face? With the brilliant ass Selena. I think they were able to start over. And I'm so happy. Do you guys remember how kind of unhappy I felt after the end of The Dark Knight? Like I felt so unfulfilled and I felt so disappointed, not because it was a bad movie, but because like it didn't have that happy Disney ending that I love, which I can appreciate, but I also don't like those types of endings. And The Dark Knight was just a lot less hopeful, obviously, towards the end, or just the movie in general. It was very not hopeful at all. So like, let's just do a quick review of what I thought of like all three movies. Like, just as a reminder, Batman Begins was kind of weird. Like, it had a really weird structure to the entire movie. It was kind of like off-putting and just unconventional by my standards, but I loved Batman Begins, and it had like a pretty solid ending, you know? And then The Dark Knight just depressed the fuck out of me. Objectively, it's a fabulous film, but The Dark Knight Rises, although I think is an objectively weaker film than The Dark Knight, it was definitely more my type of film, and I definitely got everything out of it that I was kind of expecting to, and I was kind of hoping for. It was emotionally fulfilling. I think it serves as the best, the ultimate example of how one should end a trilogy, you know? I was just talking about this when I was streaming earlier with you guys, but let's just suffice it to say that this film had an appropriate, the right amount of fan service and callbacks to the other films, while also still being its own film. So I think my review is that it was fucking fantastic. I loved it. I absolutely loved this film. I enjoyed every single minute of it. Like, there are a lot of moments that I'll probably like edit out because I was just watching, just because I was so engrossed. And that's how I know when I'm really enjoying something, is when I start to quiet down a little bit and stop talking so much and just absorb something. I think this one was my favorite out of the three, and then Batman Begins, and then The Dark Knight. I know that for a lot of you, like, The Dark Knight is like the best out of all of them, and I can 100% respect that. However, my personal preference is that it's The Dark Knight Rises, then it's Batman Begins, then it's The Dark Knight. I think that's all I really have to say, but actually I have like one last thing I want to say. I want to thank you for your patience, because I know it's been like about a half a year since we did The Dark Knight, so I appreciate your patience, and I would be interested in watching The Joker later, but I have a few other films I will be doing beforehand. I do request that you don't pester me about The Joker, because I am interested in watching it. I do plan on watching it. I just don't really want to be harassed about it. That's the request. I mean, you can do with that what you will, but I hope you had just as much fun as I had with this. And until the next episode, video, or whatever we're doing, I hope you guys have a great day. Bye, guys! Okay, like, it's starting to come together for me, but at the same time, I'm also, like, more confused. I don't know how that happens.